Greetings students. I hope you all are doing well. Today we'll be discussing about sustainable development, which is one of the very important topic in the domains of environmental law. Let us take a peek at the definition. Sustainable development is a development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. So, sustainable development is about utilizing the present resources in judicious manner, or you can say to utilize the available resources in such a best possible way so that we can meet the needs of the present generation to come. So it is concerned with the rate of consumption and use of natural resources. The focus is on ensuring that we do not consume the resources at a rate that it makes it difficult for us to substitute or replace them. Now there are certain threats to sustainability. Number one, increasing human population. Secondly is overexploitation of resources to meet human needs like fuel, fodder and shelter. Thirdly, activities like fishing, agriculture, overuse of fresh water, deforestation and industrialization. And lastly, land sealing leads to problems like solid degradation, pollution, loss of biodiversity, deforestation, desertification, climatic change, social degradation due to the factors like unemployment, health crisis, armed conflict, poverty and income inequality. Thirdly, components of sustainable development and its development. Components of sustainable development are three in form. One is economy, second is environment, another is society. Targeted areas for economic development are rural development, urban development and industry. Of course, because development, or when we talk about growth, we talk about economic development, which is qualitative and quantitative in nature, where economy, society and the environment both plays a very vital role. So in order to prevent environmental degradation, we can introduce farmers to eco-friendly agricultural practices like crop rotation, fertilizers and pesticides, because these are essential for safeguarding the environment degradation and to promote a proper sustainable agriculture too. So in a way, it will also bring sustainable development. Let us see the needs of sustainable development. To preserve the diversity of the ecosystem. Secondly, factors important to attain sustainable developments are preservation of biodiversity in terrestrial, freshwater and marine system to minimize the depletion of resources. Of course, we need to utilize the available resources whatever we have in hand, because exhaustible resources at the end of the day or non-renewable resources, as we tend to say, are exhaustible in nature. If we misutilize them, at the end of the day, a time will come when we won't have those resources left at our bay, and which will not only jeopardize the situation that will tend to arise for the coming generation to come, but at the end point of time will not only disturb the ecosystem but also somehow tantamount to a situation where the whole ecosystem will get jeopardized. The agenda of sustainable development is an inclusive growth. It includes every part of the society to preserve the diversity of the ecosystem. International developments regarding sustainable development. Certain occurrences has taken place, certain international incidents and occurrences which have played a very vital role in shaping up the international sustainable development to bring a huge or a vital change in our ecosystem, to support our ecosystem, to preserve and safeguard our ecosystem and the environment in the best possible manner, and that is always possible by judicious use of resources. Not only protecting the available resources that we tend to have, but at the same point of time to maintain the quality of the ecosystem itself. And certain incidents or certain occurrences that one should know is, number one, Stockholm Declaration of 1972, which highlights the consequences of unrestrained growth and the link between several global problems. Next is Commission on Sustainable Development, or CSD, which was established to follow the Rio Agreements of 1992. It monitors the agreement of Earth Summit at local, national, and international levels. Then we have WSSD, which stands for World Summit or Sustainable Development. Then we have another major development goal, which is known as Millennium Development Goal, and this was monumented to eradicate poverty, hunger, disease, illiteracy, environment degradation, and discrimination against women. So what we tend to understand is sustainable development is not just all about judicious use of resources. There are other several factors which also somehow plays an important role in sustaining the environment itself, because to eradicate certain social overheads which tend to exist in the society itself, some way or the other also affects the environment, because we are all part of this ecosystem. So some way or the other we are naturally connected to each other. It's a two-way process. So when we sustain the components of the environment and utilize them in the best possible way, and at the same point of time we also tend to look at the qualitative and the quantitative growth or development of the economy itself, both together plays an important role hand in hand or in harmony to create a sustainable development. Lastly, one of the major movements that has occurred since 1998, 2005, that is Kyoto Protocol to reduce the emission of greenhouse gas. We all know that greenhouse effect or the emission of carbon dioxide in the environment, how it has affected the ecosystem. So Kyoto Protocol occurred, which always looked at the reduction of the emission of the greenhouse gas. Lastly, we have 2007 Montreal Protocol, which is on substances that deplete ozone layer. Countries agreed to an accelerated schedule in in the less emission of HCFCs or hydrofluorocarbons, which are found in refrigerators or aerosols, which tend to deplete the ozone layer. So these are certain occurrences or certain incidents or certain steps taken in international domain by several countries hand in hand to promote sustainable development by keeping the balance of the ecosystem and every components existing in the ecosystem itself. So what we can conclude is sustainable development is just not about judicious use of resources, but also eradicating all forms of social overheads that we tend to have, and those all together will bring in a proper qualitative and a quantitative growth. Henceforth, what we tend to see, both hand in hand in harmony, will tend to bring a sustainable development which is quantitative and qualitative in nature. So one should always keep in mind that judicious use of resources should always be promoted. We have exhaustible and inexhaustible resources at our bay, and which should be judiciously used. It should be utilized, rather not misutilized. Alright, so this is all we have for today on the topic sustainable development. Thank you.